Hello guys, my name is Victoria Pavlov. I'm the Photoshop artist. Welcome to my studio. How are you this morning? Guys, today we will continue our series Digital Painting in Photoshop Still Live with Victoria Pavlov. So what we will be working on today? Today we will be working on cherry painting in Adobe Photoshop. Yes. 1 second, let me move all my comment chat just to be able to see all your beautiful comments just like this. And now we can rock and roll. As I said, today we will be working on cherry painting, and I have my reference image on my iPhone, so probably you will see I mounted my iPhone next to my Wacom Cintiq so I can see it. You can use any reference image, or you can paint from imagination, or if you have cherry, you can use your live cherry as your reference image, reference subject. What do we need for today's painting? Today we need just a Photoshop, and if you have any tablet, it will be super helpful, because as always I'm saying that any tablet will be much better than your computer mouse. Can you paint without tablet? Sure, you can, but why? Why you need to spend more time and basically torture yourself? It's my opinion. So guys, let's start. I will switch to my desktop just like that. Can you see me? Yes, you can see me just like this. While we will be working on our painting, guys, don't hesitate. Ask any questions. If you have any questions, just ask. I will be more than happy to answer any of your questions, live or after our stream will be finished. So, as you can see, I have opened Adobe Photoshop, and also I have created simple document. Of course, guys, you can create your document in any size. You can use any color for your background. It's up to you. Right now I have only one layer. This layer is locked. It's a simple background layer with white color. I will leave this layer as it is because I will be back to this layer later on. Also, guys, today I will be using Impressionist brushes. Yes, I forgot to mention, we will be working on Impressionist painting in Adobe Photoshop. Hello, Sean. How are you this morning? Thank you for joining us. I downloaded all my Impressionist brushes and all brushes in Photoshop from Adobe website. All these brushes are free for you if you are Creative Cloud subscriber. How you can download them? Simply click on this beautiful menu, click on Get More Brushes, and you will be redirected to Adobe website, to your Creative Cloud account. If you didn't sign in, and you will be able to download a thousand absolutely amazing brushes created by Kyle Webster. I'm 99.9% in my digital painting workflow. I'm using Kyle Webster brushes. 1% I'm creating by myself, or I'm using default Photoshop brushes. So it's free. Go download it. Now, I will create a new empty layer, just like that, because you know me, I prefer to use separate layer for each subject in my painting. Why? Because it's easy to have control over my painting. I can adjust anything at any time. You can start with a pencil tool. It's simple pencil tool. Use any size for your pencil tool, and use any color for your pencil tool. Using pencil tool, I will outline my cherry just like that. And again, guys, don't stress out about how perfect your sketch is, because you always can fix anything at any time. So just enjoy your creation, and don't think about what color you should use for your sketch. Any color will work. I'm using dark color because it's kind of for me it's associated with traditional painting, traditional pencil. So that's why I'm using this color. Feel free to use any color you like. It's our part of our first cherry, and now I will start outlining my second cherry. As you can see, guys, a cherry is very simple to paint because it's simple, basically a circle with few adjustments. When we will start working with colors, it's completely different story because colors will create, identify your perfect cherry. So this is my basic outline of a cherry, and now I will add steam to it. They will be connected. As you can see, guys, I'm not spending a lot of time on my sketch because, as I said, I can adjust anything later on. This is first steam, this is second, just like that. It's very simple, guys. So basically we are done, and one more part, our beautiful leaf, green beautiful leaf. And again, guys, you can paint your leaf and your cherry using any style you like. Everything is up to you. So this is basic outline of our cherry. Now, what I will do now, guys, I will create a new empty layer just like that. I will switch to Impressionist brushes. As you can see, I have opened Impressionist folder with all Impressionist brushes I downloaded from Adobe website. And as we talked many times before, you can organize your brush presets using folders and subfolders. I will click on first brush I would like to work with. Let's see what brush I would like to work with. Like this, I will change color of my brush to bright red, and I will bring size of my brush down. Using this brush, I will start outlining my cherry. If this brush not what you wanted, simply delete your layer, create new empty layer, and pick any other brush like I did right now, and I like this brush. We talk about Impressionist painting, so we will be using broken color technique. Broken color technique means that we will leave some part of our top layer we are working on right now not painted, because we will fill all these empty gaps later on using different colors. And this is basic technique of Impressionist painting. As you know, in Impressionist painting, artist doesn't mix colors on palette. Impressionist mixed all colors directly on a canvas. This is principle of Impressionistic painting. One extra tip, highlight your sketch layer and bring down opacity of your layer, just like that. In this case, you will still be able to see your sketch layer, but your top layer, your color layer will be more in focus. And yes, guys, you can use different sizes of your brush. If you started, example, with smaller size of your brush, it doesn't mean that you need to stuck with this brush till the end of your project. Switch to different sizes. Also, you can switch to different brush, but be careful with it, because example, if you started working on your painting using Impressionist brushes, you can't switch your brush to watercolor brush. It's not what you can't. Definitely you can, no rules in here, but if this is what you are looking for, if you want to mix a different technique, go for it. But if you want to create painting in strictly in a watercolor style, or in Impressionist styles, switch to the brush from the same family. So what I will do now? Now I will create a new layer above this layer. I will use a darker shade of same color, just like that. I will bring size of my brush down and I will start blocking colors. I will start basically adding shadows, and after that I will work on all highlights. Guys, I'm repeating myself, I know, but it's very important. Highlights and shadows are always next to each other. Shadows and highlights are creating our subject, creating a 3D illusion. Be careful with shadows and highlights. You can easily overdo it and basically ruin your image. Some of my students ask me when I know that I need to stop working on my painting, and my answer is always same. We can continue working on our painting forever, but if you will look at your painting, at your project, and you will be happy with it, if you will say, oh, I like it, this is what I wanted, stop working on your project. So this is our shadows. And guys, remember I told you that I'm using separate layers for each subject, for each detail in my painting. This is a great example. If this all the shadows are too harsh for you, simply bring down opacity of your top layer and you will smooth, you will bring up intensity of your shadows down. It's very easy. Now I will create a new empty layer just like that. I will use a lighter shade of same color and I will add a few highlights just like that. Look at this. Remember guys, we talked about that we will be using a broken color technique. This is kind of broken color technique. If you would like to have correct broken color technique, click on your top layer and restack it under your first colored layer, and now your brighter color will be under all layers. And first layer of color we worked on with you guys. Remember guys, we had gaps, not painted gaps. All these gaps helps us to preview bottom color we are working on right now, and this is a broken technique. It's easiest way to understand. Just like that. Look at this. Again guys, we have a lot of brushes we can use. Spend some time, experiment, and after few minutes, maybe half an hour, you will find your favorite impressionist brush. What I will do right now, I will highlight my top layer. I will create a new empty layer just like that. I will use yellow color, bright yellow color. I will bring down opacity of this layer and I will add a few splashes of this yellow color to my painting, just like that. And I will increase size of my brush. Again guys, you easily can overdo. Be careful with all your brush stroke. Follow original, in this example, cherry line flow. And we are working on impressionist painting. You can blend all colors in the way you like, or you can leave each brush stroke separately. It's up to you. just like that. And now guys, you basically can continue working on your painting, switching between different colors, and building your perfect 3D cherry. Why I'm always repeating 3D cherry? Because guys, just stop doing what you are doing right now and look around, and you will see that any object, any subject, object around us, it's 3D dimensional. Even if we are working on 2D painting, we always supposed to at least try to create a 3D dimensional illusion, unless you 3D dimensional subject is what you are looking for. Now I will create a new empty layer just like that. I will switch to white color and I will add a few highlights to my cherry, just like that. Remember guys, highlights are important. Before you will start working on your highlights, if you don't have reference image, first of all identify where your light comes from. Particular in this cherry, as photographer I can see that one light is located on top of these cherries, and two actually soft boxes are located on each side of cherry. You can see white highlights. It's basically these highlights are softbox. And as I can see, photographer use two soft boxes. And now on the side, just like that. If this all these highlights are too harsh for you, just again bring down opacity of this layer more than we did from the beginning. I will bring size of my brush down and I will add a few more highlights around here, just like that. This highlight will identify shape, top shape of my cherry. Look at this. And another one, just like this. Again guys, look around. Study your subject before you will start working on your painting. Just study carefully your subject and you will see all beautiful shapes. You will see that all highlights and all shadows create beautiful shape. Now I will switch to darker shade of my red color, just like that, and I will add middle part of my cherry, just like that. And look at this guys. Now we have 3D dimensional illusion. And if you are using any tablet, and I hope you do, you have a pressure sensitivity. Remember guys, pressure sensitivity is your friend. Using pressure sensitivity, you can control your brush stroke. Guys, if you have again any questions, just ask. Don't hesitate. I'm here to help. What I'm doing right now, I'm basically outlining a little bit my cherry just to create this 3D illusion I was talking about. I will use darker shade of my color to add a little bit more shadows to the top of my cherry, just like this. And look at this. 1 second, guys. I lost something. Yeah. You can increase size of your brush, and here we have shadow from the first cherry. Both cherries are located next to each other, and of course they will reflect each other just like that. Perfect. I love cherries in general. just like this. Now we will start working on our stem. I will create a new empty layer. I will use same brush, but with this beautiful green color. I will bring size of my brush down, and very fast I will start outline. If this color is not what you were looking for, just change to any other color you like I did right now. You can follow your original sketch, or you can modify your sketch. It's up to you. Just like this, and another one. If you're not comfortable with digital painting yet, try to apply a short brush stroke and release your hand. Short brush stroke and release your hand. In this way, you always can undo your mistake very easily. If you think it's mistake, you can undo anything much easier if you just will work with a short brush stroke. I will increase size of my brush, and I will start working on my leaf. This leaf is too bright to my taste, so what I will do, I will use just a different shade of a green color. I will bring size of my brush down, and I will start I will continue working on my painting. And again, guys, when you are working on a still life painting in Photoshop or traditional, doesn't matter. If you're not working on some botanical painting, don't try to paint every single detail in your still life, unless this is your attention. Just enjoy your creation. Paint anything you like. Just enjoy it. Your painting shouldn't be just like copy of real cherries. Again, unless this is your attention. Just enjoy your art. Create every single day. So what I'm doing right now, I will add a few more details to my leaves. I will increase size of my brush just like this, and again, guys, we are working on Impressionist painting. We can have a freedom of our expression, create our own still life in our own using our own technique. What I will do right now, I will be using a lighter shade of a green color, just like that, and I will start adding a little bit more details to my leaf. And remember, guys, we need to add highlights because as we said just a few minutes ago, all highlights and shadows will help us to create 3D, cherry, just like that. I will switch to yellow color, lighter shade of yellow color, just like that, and I will add a few splashes of yellow color. And again, guys, you can use a different separate layer for each color, and I will recommend you to do so if you never painted before, because if you never painted before, you will make some mistakes, or you will be not happy with some particular color or a brush stroke, and instead of be frustrated, just simply delete your layer. Much easier. And now what I will do, I will switch to white color. I will create a new empty layer and I will add a few splashes of highlights to my leaf. Just like that, and also to my stems. If you are working on smaller subject, just bring size of your brush down. And again, guys, do whatever you like. It's your creation, it's your art. I'm just giving you some ideas. And yes, definitely don't rush. Spend more time and you will create something very unique and beautiful. Now I will switch to darker yellow color, almost brown, and I will add top of my stem. I will be switching between green, brown and yellow colors. And again, everything is up to you. You can use any colors you like. Now, I will delete my sketch layer or simply hide it just like that. What we need to do now, guys, now we need to add shadows under our cherries. To do so, I will highlight my sketch layer and I will create my new layer on top of my sketch layer but below my cherries layer. I will be using same brush, but I will start with a light shade of gray color. I will increase size of my brush. And we talk about our shadows, our light, because light comes from top of our cherries and from the sides of our cherries. Light will be, shadows will be directly under our cherries. And the area of shadow which is directly under our cherry will be the darkest area in our image and our painting and in our shadow. But before we will start working on it, I will add a few splashes of a shadow, basic shadow. I will name it general shadow, just like this. And again, if you're not happy with this shadow, if it's too harsh, just bring down opacity of your layer, just like that. And now using same brush, you can add a few more brush strokes. Now I will create a new empty layer. I will switch to darker shade of blue color. Yes, guys, for my shadows I always use cool colors, and today I will use a blue color. Remember, guys, I created a new empty layer right now, and using my blue color I will add a few shadows under my cherries. I can increase size of my brush just like that. And again, because I'm using separate layer for my top shadow, I can bring down opacity of this layer. And the last layer in our shadow will be the darkest area, the darkest layer in our painting. I will create a new empty layer. I will use a darker shade of my blue color. I will bring size of my brush down just like that. And I will add a few splashes of shadow directly under my cherries, just like that. If we will talk about a different technique, if we will use watercolor paint brushes or any other brushes, we will blend all colors together to have a beautiful and less visible transition between all our colors. But today we are working on Impressionist painting, and I love a broken color effect. I love to see each brush stroke I created. It's beauty of Impressionistic painting, and I love it a lot. Now you can create a background. To do so, Again, I will create a new empty layer below all my layers, below my cherries layer, below my shadows layer, and I will be using same Impressionist brush, but I will use a yellow color. I will increase size of my brush just like that, and I will add a few splashes to identify my background. This will be my surface, just like this. And again, because we are working on impressionistic painting, we can leave some area not painted, and we can fill these empty gaps using different colors. And this is what I will do. I will create a new empty layer below my yellow background layer, and I will be using a lighter shade of same yellow color, and I will fill all these gaps with this beautiful color. And look at this, guys. This is our cherry. Can you add anything else? Yes, guys, you can add another fruit or veggie next to it. You can add more cherry. You can add more details. Everything is up to you. This is my way. Thank you so much. Sala, baby, hi. So this is very easy. This is how you can create a beautiful still life painting in Adobe Photoshop using Impressionist brushes. And you can download all these brushes for free if you are Creative Cloud subscriber, and I hope you are Creative Cloud subscriber. So guys, let me switch to my selfie camera. Hi. So we did it. We painted. Hi, Sala. So happy to see you here. I love you. It's very easy. It's very simple to create anything you like in Photoshop, but particularly my preferences. I love working with Impressionist brushes. I love Impressionist painting and traditional painting and digital. In my digital painting, you know me, guys. You know that already. So this is what I wanted to share with you today. If you have any questions, just ask. I'm here to answer any of your questions. And again, guys, I'm repeating myself over and over and over, but I will do it one more time today. I would like to ask you, paint something after my stream or tutorial and share your creation on Instagram or on Twitter and tag me in your creation and tell me that you created this painting, this art after my stream, after my tutorial. Because guys, this is why I'm streaming. This is why I'm recording my tutorials. I would love to see what you create. I would love to push you to create something, and I hope I'm very helpful. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, how are you? Hi, Ted. So, this is simple painting. Create, share with me your painting, and tomorrow we will talk about a digital painting in Adobe Photoshop on iPad. You ask me, guys, you ask me many times how you can paint in Adobe Photoshop on iPad. I recorded or I streamed. I streamed once about how you can do it, but tomorrow we will do it again. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you for all your support. Super appreciate it, and I will see you tomorrow. But before tomorrow, create something and share your creation with me. Thank you, guys. Bye.